What's up, YouTube? We back. Hit like, follow, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. Let's push this platform to 1 million subscribers. You know, man, we're gonna talk about today, man. What's going on with P Diddy? See, a lot of y'all haven't been in that situation. And when I say that situation, meaning them handcuffs on you, taken away from your family, placed in federal custody, and now you have to sit there and just wait. P Diddy may be sitting there over 2 or 3 years just waiting to go to trial. Waiting a couple of different court dates. He's going to be pulled out of cell to go to court and things like that. It's a waiting game now, man, for P Diddy. Right now, because I know he thought he was going to get out. He was hoping and praying that he'd get out. And then we come to find out that they revoked his bond. Like I said, he ain't getting no bond.
Where is Diddy? After he was denied bail by the federal judge. So first the magistrate denied his bail, and then it went up to the federal judge, who's higher than the magistrate. Magistrates handle ministerial things that federal judges don't have time to do because they're so overwhelmed. The federal judge says no bail. Despite the $50 million, despite the ankle monitor, he remains in custody, and this is where he is. This place is horrible. MDC in Brooklyn is like the old decrepit building. It's like an old decrepit warehouse that nobody should be in. The plumbing is horrible, the heating is horrible, the air conditioning is horrible, and federal judges themselves have called out the Bureau of Prisons for the harsh conditions of this place. And given the trial schedule, he may be here for up to a year before the trial starts, depending on how the case proceeds. So even as a visitor, this place is absolutely awful. And that's real law talk.
He too high profile. He is the man. You know how as dope boys you be the man? Well, in P Diddy case, he is the man. He the man. So he ain't getting out. Like Big Meech ain't getting out until, recently. But when he called his case, he couldn't get out. So when you the man, you ain't getting out. That's how the feds work. The feds don't never let the man out. Show me a time where the feds let the man out on bond. Come on, dog. Don't work like that. Right now, man, that first 2 nights in that cell, only thing he could do is lay back on that bunk. Lay back on that bunk. Walk back and forth in the cell. Talk to himself. Over and over again. Might hear other guys in the unit screaming down the hallway, shit like that, but hopefully they ain't got him somewhere where he can't hear nothing. That's even more torture. If they got P Diddy in a situation where he just there by himself, he can't communicate with no other inmates, he ain't gonna be used to that, bro.
See, this is how I know that Puffy has a lot of information on these people. This isn't just a conspiracy. This is intentional. This is the same thing they did to Epstein. Now they're already getting us prepared for this already. I was just telling someone this yesterday. They're going to say that Diddy offed himself. They're going to convince us, the public, that Diddy offed himself. This is a story from TMZ. Diddy incarceration could pose risk, prison coach warns. Diddy may be holding up okay at the moment behind bars, but concern for his well-being is warranted, a celebrity prison coach tells TMZ. When the fuck did we start getting celebrity prison coaches? When did we start getting celebrity prison coaches? This is insane.
He ain't gonna hit them with his own voices in his head. I got a question. Do y'all think he able to get a cell phone in there? I doubt it. You know how other inmates come up on a cell phone? I doubt it that P Diddy could ever get a phone in there. Yeah, he do got money to bribe certain people. But the thing about it, they're going to always have 2 officers go see him at a time. So he won't be able to bribe. He got to bribe 2 of them at once. I guarantee you this going on. They ain't going to have no one officer on the beat walking through, holler at him. Nah, he could pull him. He got to have 2 at all times. I guarantee maybe 3. Maybe 2 and a lieutenant. You never know. He need to order Canteen.
All right. So I went and got my Canteen today. It's July 23rd, 2024. It is 4:39. And that's everything that I got. This is my list.
Get him some hygienes. Get him some shower slides. Get him some books in there, maybe some law books. What P Diddy need the most right now is some law books. So he can really study and help fight his case. Fuck just paying an attorney. Excuse my language. I mean, you can pay an attorney and sit back and just let him do his thing. But I would advise you, man, anybody that catch a case, get you some law books to start studying yourself, man. That'll help you out. It'll help you have an understanding of what's going on in your case. If you feel as though there's a lot of bullshit involved. You know? Like I said before, man, I don't think it's all about just Diddy running no trains, prostitution. Even though by law, prostitution is illegal. Man, y'all don't know this? I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't you know the federal government took down the notorious mob boss, Lucky Luciano, for prostitution?
Efficiency and profitability. In 1931, Luciano orchestrated the assassination of Salvatore Maranzano, a rival mob boss, consolidating his power and becoming the de facto leader of the American mafia. This move solidified his reputation as one of the most influential mobsters in history. However, Luciano's reign was short-lived. In 1936, he was convicted on charges of compulsory prostitution and sentenced to 30 to 50 years in prison. While incarcerated, Luciano continued to exert influence over the mafia, acting as a mediator between different factions and facilitating connections with other criminal enterprises. During World War II, Luciano struck a deal with the U.S. government, offering his assistance in exchange for a commuted sentence and eventual parole. He provided valuable intelligence to the Navy regarding potential Axis sabotage activities in New York City's ports. After serving just over 9 years in prison, Luciano was released on parole in 1946 and deported to Italy. Despite being...
Yeah. They took down Lucky Luciano. Had way more paper than Puff. For prostitution. Put him in the feds. He was able to get out. But he had to help the government. He gave the government some information on possibly an attack from Germany with some sub because he had connection to the dock. Something like that. You have to read up on it. You know. But yeah, man. How many pimps they took off the street for prostitution? Taking prostitutes across state lines. Basically, they trying to say Puffy was the pimp. They basically saying Puffy was acting like a pimp. Better listen to Joe Brown when they talk about the Mann Act. These laws were put in place just for individuals like that.
The Homeland Security deals with natural and man-made disasters. They deal with terrorist activity. Where does it come in to deal with sexual misconduct? That's the FBI, who came into existence to get Jack Johnson and set the foundation for the Mann Act, which was taking women across state lines for illicit purposes. They wanted to get Jack Johnson because he had a white wife and he took her with her friend girls across state lines to party. That's what they went after R. Kelly with. The Mann Act most recently. That's the FBI. So what are they investigating? Supposedly sexual misconduct? Why the hell do they have Homeland Security doing the search warrant when the FBI is just attending and watching? That's FBI business. See, the feds have this thing that when they want to cover for something, they'll say they were there serving a search warrant for something that has nothing to do with their jurisdiction. One that always makes me laugh is the FBI serves a search warrant because they're investigating somebody for what is a state crime. The FBI doesn't investigate for state crimes. They investigate for federal crimes. What they're trying to do is get evidence on somebody else and give the person they're getting it from a cover so nobody comes back on them, or they're trying to find something that hooks them up so they can coerce them into being a witness for the federal government against somebody the feds want. Now, what is the connection that you get? Some
Pimps, players, hustlers that's dealing with a lot of women and using these women to either solicit for sex or make money. You know? But once again, like I said, it ain't really about that, bro. It's bigger than that. But then when you think about it, man, they was slamming a lot of them pimps with life sentences behind that same law. Behind that same law. But it's bigger than that, like I keep saying, man. It's really about the amount of money that P Diddy caused some shareholders to lose with that bad press. See, when that bad press came out with him going to war with those liquor companies about, you know, a bigger stake and a bigger percentage of what was going on, that's when all this trouble started happening. Bad press caused those companies to lose money. And in effect, they stop. They won't get back. And the only get back they can get to somebody like that loves money. See, P Diddy loves money. So the only thing they can do to get back from somebody like that is to take what he loved the most away from him. They want to take what he loved the most away from him. How can you do it? Create a debt so big that he got to pay it. Take his body off the street and make him fight to keep that out. So he can pay everybody else off, but can he pay? He can't pay the government off. You gotta understand, he can't pay the government off. They want your body. They want to put you behind them bars. Get some time about you. Like they done did so many of us. They want some time about you. Don't make a difference. Black, white, Chinese, Arab, Cuban, Mexican. They want some time out your ass, boy. That's all they care about. And your money. If P Diddy lucky, if he's lucky, hopefully this guy get freed if he lucky. But if not, 120 months, 30 years, he gonna get something like that, bro.
That's in his best interest. With what he worth, his net worth, lay down for 15 years, come back home to a nest egg, a goose nest. You still gonna be damn near a millionaire. Come home, do that time, your family straight, your business straight. You don't lose nothing. The feds don't seize none of your property. You don't want them to take your bad boy catalog. You don't want them to take all them contracts. So go ahead and lay down, take 15, do 13 off of that, and come home and you be straight. Family's great, kids great, and you still got your business.
Oh, you think you should spend all this money trying to beat the case?
How you gonna beat it? Come on. It's no beat. It's no beat. It's like beat it, Michael Jackson, beat your feet down the concrete. You have no chance of winning against the federal court system.
15, maybe. Maybe. But I doubt it. They want to set an example with P Diddy. Anyway, man, you need to get him a routine going on. Start working out, get himself in shape. It's the main thing. He need to get himself in shape. Get his mind right. And he need to realize that he's not going nowhere no time soon. Kill that shit. You ain't getting out, bro. Sit your ass down and get ready to do a little bit. Do a little stretch. It is what it is, bro. You know? What y'all think? Leave some comments below and let me know what y'all think, man. You know? I'm just giving you my expert opinion. You know? My expert opinion because I done been in the federal system. I understand how this government works, how the system works, and I understand what it's really about. I keep telling you guys, all crimes are commercial. Do your research. All crimes are commercial. Hopefully y'all learn from this. Y'all ain't gonna get in no trouble for running no trains, you know, unless a motherfucker say you raped him or some shit like that. But P Diddy is bigger than the trains, bro. It's bigger than the freak off parties. It's bigger than Nino Brown. Remember that? It's bigger than Nino Brown, bro. He crossed somebody, so they gonna cross him all the way out the box. Man, look at here. I forgot to tell you guys. I'm gonna send P Diddy one. If you got a loved one doing time in prison, make sure you send them a copy of the #1 magazine publication in the nation, Street Elements magazine. They might don't even let Diddy have no shit like this. I might can't even send Diddy a goddamn Street Elements magazine, bro, because they got girls in it. Now that's a shame. But you know, it is what it is. But if you got a loved one doing time, man, you send them a copy of the #1 magazine publication in the nation. For real. Hit like, follow, subscribe, hit the notification button, man. We're gonna keep dropping this good content out there, y'all, man. We really appreciate all our supporters, and we're gonna keep pushing this thing forward, man. Make it happen or you capping.